Jenna, do you know what today is?
It's January 17th.
That's right, but it's also called Ditch Your New Year's Resolution Day.
Okay, let's all celebrate. It's when many of us start to bail on those lofty goals we made for ourselves just a few weeks ago, and we give up.
So how about this? This January 17th, we're saying not so fast. Here to help us make our resolution stick is Valerie Burton. She's the author of Life Coaching for Successful Women, and she celebrated a birthday just recently.
Sure
We're so
did.
happy you're here.
Birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday,
And
girl.
happy Ditch Your Resolution Day. But you're saying actually stick it out, and there's some ways that we can do that, right?
Yeah. For some people, this actually sounds like a relief, right?
Yes.
But, you know, I think a lot of times we don't get realistic. So the euphoria of the new year, we can feel that pressure that I've got to set this goal, and we don't really think about what it really takes to set a goal. The bigger the goal, the bigger the commitment and the planning that you need to make it happen.
So should you take your resolution and downgrade it a little bit? Is that what you should do to get realistic?
You should say, why do I want this?
Right.
Because what you're going to have to put forward, the trade-off might not be worth it. And what's the purpose behind it? Like, what's it going to give me that I don't already have? Do I really want this? If you don't really want it, if it's not really meaningful, give yourself permission to drop it.
Are you saying that to give yourself permission to drop it, but also maybe come up with something new or pare it down?
Yeah.
Yes. What would you like to see change? Reset the goal. That's what the opportunity
All right,
is.
so you got to be accountable. Sometimes that means saying it, first of all, saying it out loud, because I think that kind of keeps you accountable, doesn't it?
Have you ever set a goal and you're not sure if you really want to put forth the effort? So you don't tell anybody, and then when you don't really do it, nobody knows.
Yes.
Be accountable. Tell someone, find someone else that has a similar goal, and you can hold each other accountable. So saying it out loud is a really big deal.
That's actually such a good way to work out too, or you know, if you want to get healthy, have a partner that you either say, you know, this is what I ate today, or you go for walks with. Like
it makes it a lot more fun, which keeps you going, and that's so important.
This next one is big because I think it's kind of like some people do set goals that are too big, and if you just start with a baby step, man, you don't know how far you're going to go, but sometimes you can't see the end.
Yes.
So you don't bother.
Yes. So we'll have this huge goal, and we really don't have a plan for what's the next thing. I would say make your goal that next thing. So maybe you need to lose 40 pounds, and that sounds overwhelming. Start with 5. Let me try 5. And then when you get to the 5, you've built your confidence. So when you accomplish something small, it gives you confidence for the bigger goal.
So do you think if we maybe have started too big, it's okay to kind of pare it back and say, like, all right.
It's not only okay, it's important if you really want to reach the goal.
Okay.
All right. Now, nothing is simple, and we should expect that we're going to be a little bit afraid. Don't think it's easy street. That's why they're called, they're goals.
Yeah.
So when you step out of your comfort zone, you feel uncomfortable. But most of us, we feel uncomfortable, we get afraid, we want to go back to the thing that's easy. So expect to stretch. Understand that things won't necessarily go exactly as you want, and that's okay. It's an opportunity to grow. So ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Where do I need help? Be willing to reach out, be willing to be vulnerable about those goals. And when you fail a little bit, say, what can I learn from this? And keep going.
How do you help yourself with any of, like, maybe the debilitating fear that's keeping you from growing?
So the fear of failure is a really big one. A lot of us will keep our goals small. Shifting your beliefs. Failure is a part of success. Many of us believe failure is just the worst thing. It's actually the biggest learning tool.
And if you say out loud, like, what's the worst possible thing that could happen as a result? Often it's like an, not such a terrible thing.
You've got to answer those what-if questions. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? Just say, well, what if? And I'm going to keep moving forward.
So put all of your goals in front of you. What does that look like?
Yeah, so for some of us, it's a vision board, right? Having them all in front of you where you can see it. And sometimes it's just printing it out. Put it on your phone, make it your screensaver, put it in your reminders so that it keeps coming up so that you are reminded of the goal that you've set. It's not enough on New Year's Day to say, oh, this is what I'm going to do, and forget about it. If you're serious, you want to be accountable, you want to keep it in front of you, you want to expect that you're going to be uncomfortable, and that's a part of the entire growth process.
Thank you for spending your birthday week with us. We're so happy that you're here.
I love y'all too.
Thank you. Check out Valerie's book, and you should. It's a good one. Life Coaching for Successful Women. Head to today.com/shop.